5 ways to get your ebook content created in less than 24 hours. I'm going to give you my step-by-step strategy for creating your ebook without struggling for weeks or months to get it done. Presented by Jim Edwards. So let me tell you a quick story. All right. It's a story of 2 books, the tale of 2 guys. One read, I'm just playing. I'm going right back to the Wall Street Journal. Let me tell you a quick story of 2 books. My first book took me 4 years to write, from 1992 to 1996. It was torture. My most recent book that I wrote this week took only 74 minutes to create the content, and the cover's a lot better too. So what's the difference? Well, it's a matter of strategy and tools. But first, let's define what makes a book a real book. You know, back in the day when I first wrote my book, everybody thought in order to have a real book, you had to have a publisher. If you didn't have Penguin as your publisher, then you didn't have a real book. But here's what makes a book a real book. Number 1, it's got original content in it, preferably content that comes out of your head. 2, it's got a professional level cover, which I think we can agree that is a professional looking cover. And step number 3, it's published on Amazon. That's what makes a book a real book. Nobody cares if it's 300 pages long or 100 pages long. Nobody cares if it's published by Penguin or HarperCollins, or they don't even look. They don't care. These are the 3 things that matter. Original, good content, professional cover, and published on Amazon. That's it. And especially when we're talking about an ebook. So 5 ways to create book content in less than 24 hours. I'm going to rattle these off for you real quick. First one is to do an interview. You can have yourself interviewed, or you can interview another expert on a specific topic. You can use the interview script that we have inside of Funnel Scripts to be able to do that. You can do a webinar or masterclass on the top 10 mistakes people make in your topic and how to avoid them. You can use the framework script inside of Funnel Scripts to help you structure that class real fast. And you can teach it exactly the same way that Russell teaches his classes, his trainings. You can answer the top 20 questions people have about your topic. You can compile a collection of your blog posts, or you can transcribe. I tried to say transcribe and compile all at the same time. You can transcribe and compile past podcast episodes. So if you're a podcaster, you're sitting on an ebook or multiple ebooks. If you're a blogger, you're sitting on all the content you could need. If you're capable of asking and answering questions, you are capable of creating all the content you would need to create an ebook. And if you're doing webinars or you're doing interviews, absolutely an easy way to do it. So 3 easy steps to get this all into written form. Create your content. Use one of those methods that I just talked about. Have it transcribed. You can use rev.com or otter.ai. Rev.com charges $1.25 a minute. Otter will give you 600 minutes free. It's just how much cleanup you want to do, because Otter's automated and Rev is done by English-speaking humans. Then do a quick edit. Then all you need to do is turn it into an ebook. Hire somebody on Fiverr to do the cover. That'll cost you between 20 and 50 bucks. Hire somebody on Fiverr to do the layout for you. That'll cost you between 20 and 90 bucks, depending on how elaborate you want to get and how many different formats you want. And then you can publish it to Amazon or publish it to your website. But you can do it on Amazon's KDP program. You can publish it on as a Kindle and as a print book, and that's free. And then other options, lulu.com, they have free setup. So it's really easy to be able to do this. Anybody can do this. So your next steps.
How many ebooks do you have that you've written? I'm curious.
Dude, I honestly don't know. And, you know, I remember, I'm just being honest. Remember when Joe Vitale, what part of his bio was an author of too many books to list here? Remember how he did that? And you're like, oh, dude, it's true. I don't know. But I've got dozens of books that have been bestsellers on Amazon, and I'm selling them off my website and stuff. So next steps, think about the perfect book offer for your target audience, and then use one of the 5 methods to create your content. Get it all put together quickly by hiring other people to do the layout and the stuff that you don't need to do. And then use ClickFunnels and Funnel Scripts to launch your book funnel.
Boom. So for anyone who's like, I don't know how to make a book, you can do a book. And, you know, again, I don't know if I have it here right in front of me, but like when I do my books like this, these take me a long time to make, but I've got like 108 split test book, the 3 core funnels books, like lead funnels book. I have a dozen or so ebooks I've written too. They're all that process Jim's talking about. Much simpler, much easier, that you can create idea, create the content, get it done, and launch it. And the funny thing, I hate admitting this out loud. The amount of money I make from this book that takes me 18 months to write and my ebook that takes me a weekend to write is the same, or sometimes the other ones do better. So,
well, and the cool thing is that you can test ideas faster, because you can create an ebook and create an offer, and you'll know in a week whether it's going to pop or not. And then you can make adjustments, and that's real hard to do with a print book.